Welcome to the Micro Focus Identity and Access Management video series. Hi, my name's Kent Purdy, Product Marketing Manager for Access Management.
Kevin Pryor, I'm an Access Solutions Architect.
Kevin, as I looked around at organizations trying to raise their level of security for access, I've seen them use location as one of the tools they use. I've seen them use IP address to determine where a user might be. I've also seen them use geolocation for an area or a zone as well as a factor for verifying that a user is who he claims he is by being where he's expected to be. Correct. But there's another way that I wasn't aware of a while ago that's called Geo-Fencing. That if you could, why don't you show us how that works?
Sure. So what I'm going to do first here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start up an RDP session here, and we will access one of our workstations. And at this point here, when we get connected, you'll see that it's using the smartphone authentication. Within the smartphone authentication, we're also using the geo services, location services within the phone. So if you notice here, I'm being prompted. I can either enter in my one-time password or use the app. So I'll go ahead and I'll select the app. I'll use my finger to identify myself. I'll then go ahead and hit accept here. Now notice when I hit accept, it goes to log me in. However, here it's actually showing us that we're actually not in the correct location, all right, which is true. And the reason is that currently we have this workstation set up only to be able to access if you're in our Houston office. Now that we're in Provo, let's go ahead and we'll set that up.
Okay.
So what we'll do is I've already logged in here. Clean up some of that stuff. Come on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a new location. So here we've only got 2 that are set up. I'll simply click here on add. I'll then go in here into the search and I'll put the location of where we are in here, and you'll notice that it's actually using Google Maps, and it'll go out and actually find our location.
Using Google Maps with your phone. Yeah.
So at this point here now, if I kind of back up out of this, you'll see that this gray box area here, this is actually where we're at right now.
It's the actual building itself.
Correct. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll enable this, and it's simply going in here and clicking on some coordinates.
So unlike the other location methods, this one can actually be so accurate that you can place it to a building or a campus and be far more granular than you can with geolocation or IP addresses.
That is correct, and actually we're getting more and more requests from companies that do want to have this. So if people are in the building, they only want them to be able to access it if they're in the building.
Right.
If they're to do something like what I'm doing right now via an RDP, even though they're accessing their computer, they're physically not in the location,
right,
the secure location that they should be. So here I'll go ahead and I'll type in Provo campus. We can go ahead and save that. And now that we have this saved, the next thing that I'll do here is actually go to our events. And I'm going to go to our Windows login. And if you notice here, we actually have the option here for the geofencing, and this is on. And again, notice what's used here is just the Houston office.
Right.
So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll add in the Provo campus.
Okay.
I'll save this. And now we'll go back and we'll RDP in again. So again, we should get the smartphone notification. Right. We've gotten the notification here. We'll go ahead and we'll accept that. And if you notice now, we've been authenticated in.
Thanks, Kevin. That was really cool. I'm really impressed how accurate geofencing is. And thank you for checking out this demo. We have other demos in this series. When you get a moment, please check those out as well.